Hi friends, it's Mr. Aaron.
And Miss Sarah.
We love you and we're praying for you and we can't wait to see you very soon.
We miss you.
Hi TCC Kids, I love you all and miss you so much. I miss worshiping with you guys. I miss singing with you guys. I miss dancing with you guys. I miss laughing with you all. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you can continue to have joyful worship right from home. And I'm praying that we can be back together soon to worship together as a kids ministry, because I truly love you and I truly miss you. And I can't wait to sing and dance with you again. Bye guys.
Hi Two Cities friends. This is Tori. I'm usually hanging out with the older elementary school students, and I just wanted to get on and let you all know how much I miss hanging out with all of you every week. Church is definitely one of the biggest things that I miss during all of this that's been going on. But I wanted to let you all know that I've been praying for you and I've been thinking about you, and I really hope that you've been enjoying your Two Cities activities that have been going on online. And I cannot wait until we get to see each other again. But in the meantime, I hope that you enjoy your time with your family, the end of your virtual school year. I know I've been enjoying my virtual work. I wish I had an end to my virtual work year like you do. But anyway, I just hope that you all have a great rest of your day. And just know that I miss you and talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey everyone, Miss Melissa here. Today in our story, we are going to learn about a man named Moses. God called Moses to do some pretty crazy things. Has God ever called you to do something crazy? Does he call you on a phone like this? No, God doesn't call us on a phone, but we see in the Bible that God can talk to us in many different ways. Let's look at our Gospel Project video to learn more about the life of Moses.
Years after Joseph brought his family to Egypt, Joseph died. His family stayed in Egypt. They were known as Israelites because they came from the family of Jacob, who was called Israel. A new Pharaoh came to power, and he was afraid of the Israelites. The family had grown so big. Pharaoh worried they would join Egypt's enemies and fight against him. Pharaoh made the Israelites slaves and gave them very hard work to do, but their families kept growing. Pharaoh ordered for all their baby boys to be killed. Around this time, a woman gave birth to a son. She hid him as long as she could, and then she put him in a basket and set it along the banks of the Nile River. The baby's older sister, Miriam, stayed nearby and watched the basket. Soon, Pharaoh's daughter went to the river to take a bath. She found the basket and saw the crying baby. Pharaoh's daughter felt sorry for the baby and wanted him to be her son. The princess named the baby Moses. When Moses grew up, he saw an Egyptian man mistreating an Israelite man. Moses killed the Egyptian. Pharaoh found out what Moses did and he was angry. So Moses fled Egypt. He worked as a shepherd in Midian for many years. Moses got married and had a family. Still, the Israelite people in Egypt were miserable, and they cried out to God. God heard them, and he planned to help them. One day, Moses saw a burning bush. The bush was not burning up. Suddenly, God called from the bush, "Moses, Moses." Moses replied, "Here I am." God told Moses to take off his sandals because Moses was standing on holy ground. Then God said, "I have seen how my people are suffering. I want you to lead them out of Egypt to a good land I have for them." Moses wondered if the Israelites even remembered God. What if they ask for your name? What should I tell them? "I am who I am," God said. "Tell them, I am has sent me to you." "What if they don't believe me?" Moses asked. So God gave Moses 3 miraculous signs to prove that God had appeared to him. Moses' staff would turn into a snake. His hand would become diseased and then healed, and the water from the river would turn into blood. Moses still made excuses and said, "Please send someone else." Now God was angry, but he agreed to send Moses' brother Aaron with him. So Moses went to Egypt. God saved Moses' life and called him to rescue God's people from slavery. The calling of Moses points to a greater calling and rescue, the call of Jesus to come to earth to save God's people. Jesus gave up his life to save us from slavery to sin.
Hey kids, so I have here a bowl of water and a rubber ducky. And I believe if I take this rubber ducky and put it in the water, that it is going to float. I mean, I really believe it. I believe it with my whole heart, that if I put this ducky in the water, it's gonna float. But I'm just gonna set it right here for now. You see, it's easy enough to believe something. It's a lot harder to actually take steps of faith. It wouldn't matter how much I believe that this ducky will float if I never actually put it in the water. In a similar way, Moses' mother had to take steps of faith. She believed that God would protect her son, and she took a step of faith. She put him in a basket, put the basket in the river, and trusted God to protect him. And you know what? God did it. He protected Moses' life, and eventually Moses helped free his people from captivity. Now let's see what happens with this duck. There it is, it floats, the duck floats. You know, we can take steps of faith in our own life too. Why don't you take a minute to talk with your family about what that looks like for you? How can you take steps of faith in your life today?
Just like his mom, Moses had to take steps of faith, but he didn't always believe that God could use someone like him. In fact, Moses made many excuses as to why God couldn't or wouldn't use him, but God had promised to be with him. You see, God calls us to be the same way, to know that he would be with us and to actually take steps of faith, knowing that God can use us, will use us for his glory and for our good. You see, God did eventually use Moses for amazing things and brought glory to his name and saved his people. And so God calls us to live our lives on mission through the power of Jesus Christ for his glory. And so there's going to be times where we're tempted to make excuses or be afraid or doubt. But we have to realize that God has promised to be with us and that we can take steps of faith and live on mission for him and through him, no matter what, because he will be with us the whole time.
Hello to City's friends.
We miss seeing you all. We've been praying for you and your families.
And we look forward to when we can see you again in person.
Bye.
Hey TCC Kids, this is Mr. Stolo and Miss Lynn. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. We just want to let you know we miss you all and can't wait to see you soon.
We've been praying for you guys. We miss being in our classroom together and worshiping together, and we just hope that you've had some good times outside with your family. We've been riding our bikes and we've planted a little garden we're going to show you.
See everybody.
We've got some tomatoes there and some squash and some peppers. And they started out as little small plants, and Mr. Stola had to even do some tomato stakes because they're growing so big. And maybe you all been helping your mom and dad outside in a garden too, planting flowers and doing fun things like that, just enjoying God's creation. And anyway, we'll be back together soon, but just know we love you guys, and we're going to keep praying for you, and just enjoy your time outside. Love you.
Hey guys, it's Glenn and Catherine Ferris.
Hey y'all, we miss y'all so much. It's just not the same not being together.
We can't wait to be back at church with you. We're praying for you and we miss you so much.
Love you all. Bye.
See you later.